Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Saxlingham. So it's July and we are technically able to harvest, but of course the weather is not on our side as usual and it is raining quite a bit, so we are going to have to leave this for the time being. What I'm going to do is just put the header on so we're all ready to go, but actually not start the harvest yet because that would be silly, because we're going to lose a lot of yield if we harvest in the rain. So we're just going to get the header on and prepare for harvest, but not actually start. So we'll put the header on. I think we're going to have to look at contracts or something because the weather doesn't look like it's going to be improving anytime soon. In fact, most of the day looks wet. I've just checked the forecast and I'll just show you on here. It looks like we're going to have, well, tornadoes by the looks of it, and sleet or hail. But then the sun looks like it should be coming out about 1600, so yeah, we should get a bit of harvesting done. We should get this field done at some point today. Just not this morning, that's for sure, or any time soon really, because the rain is going to be around most of the day. But I will try and get this field done in this episode and see how it goes. We still have a bit of wheat in the combine. That is not from this field. That must be from last year, I assume. I must have just not unloaded it all. But yeah, we'll get the combine in position, ready to go, and then all we need to do is unfold it and make a start in a bit. We'll turn it off there and leave it for now. Right, the header trailer's kind of in the way there. I know it is not the best place to put it, but we'll try and move it. I don't think the lorry has a tow bar for that, so we'll have to use a tractor. And then I think we'll have to move on to contracts for a bit again. I know we've done quite a few contracts recently, but they do pay very well, so it's not all bad. It's not like we're spending 2 hours doing a contract and then getting £1,000 for it. It's pretty good. We're getting at least 20,000 for most of them, so that's not too bad at all. I think the ones that I've seen for doing first thing today, one of them is 24,000, the other one is 29,000, I think. So yeah, both pretty well paying contracts, those. Just going to move this out of the way really. It doesn't need to be anywhere in particular, just not in the way of getting into that field with the trailers. I did say we're going to use maybe a chaser bin when we start the harvest, because it's a bit more, I suppose, a bit more realistic than driving the lorry on the field. I know I normally do drive the lorry on the field, but I was wondering whether it'd be a good idea to do that. They are quite expensive though, so maybe not yet, but at some point we'll probably do that. Right, I also don't want to block the silo either, because we're going to be tipping the grain, so should I put it somewhere that's not going to be too in the way? Of course, these are not the best trailers to reverse. Oh yeah, somebody said there's a mod to lock the steering axle on these trailers. I don't know whether it works on the header trailers, but certainly on the flatbed dolly trailers it does apparently work, which should make life a lot easier in reversing them. I haven't got it installed, but it would be quite a good thing to put on probably. Okay, so yes, we won't need this tractor, I don't think, so we use the contract tractors. I think we'll just borrow the equipment. It's a lot easier, and then puts the hours on somebody else's tractor rather than mine. Just check the used sale, might as well. Oh, that's the one I got in the multiplayer series. There's also a flatbed Bale trailer there. That's quite a handy thing. I know we do have one, so it's not essential, but it's in the sale. I think I got mine in the sale anyway though, so there's not really any point buying two Bale trailers. We've already got one that can take bales, so we'll leave that for now. But we will look at the contracts. So let's have a look at contracts. Yeah, the one I was looking at was the fertiliser job in field 12, so we're going to borrow those items. And also there is a, oops, back onto there, there's a, not a harvesting job, or we could do, I suppose. Wouldn't be very good yield though. The other one was a spraying job. There we go, 29,800 in field 17, so we're going to borrow that as well. So the spraying job will be the slower of the two jobs, so we're going to get the helper to do that. There we go, that's the spraying tractor. So I'll drive this over to field 17 and then get the helper to do this, and then I'll come back, pick up the other tractor with the fertiliser spreader on it. Unfortunately it's not my favourite fertiliser spreader this time, it's just the trailed common one that we always use. Oh, we need to fill this up though, don't we? Of course, don't drive off without filling it up. That would be annoying and silly. Yeah, let's get that filled up with herbicide, and I'll take this over to the field, then we'll come back, like I said, and start the fertiliser job. Okay, that's the fertiliser contract completed. The spraying contract is still currently in progress, but that should soon be done. It's on 74%, so not too much more to go on that one. I'm just going to take the spreader back to the shop and unload the fertilisers. We'll keep that for the next job, or whenever we need it, and return the spreader. I don't think we're going to do any more contracts today, because we've done quite a few in the recent episodes, and I want to get on with the harvest, so worst case I'll just wait until the rain stops, or the hail, or whatever it is, and yeah, we'll get on with the harvest then. But just get this back to the shop before I return it and collect the money from the contract, and we'll see what we get. I think it's 29,800 I think for this one, so it's pretty good money. Okay, so we'll just drop the bags off here with the others, and now we can return it. On the contract menu, there we go, that one's completed. So, oh no, 22,800 for this one. The other one is the 29,000 one, the one that's still in progress. But still, not bad at all, and that's helped with the money a bit. Before we do the harvest contract, not the harvest, not the contract, before we start the harvest, let's look at auger wagons, there we go, or chaser bins as some people may call them, because it would be quite a useful thing to have, I think, as we're using a lorry as our main carting vehicle. So this would run in the field alongside the combine, and that tips in the lorry, and then that goes and tips back at the yard, although the first field that we've got is not too far away from the yard, obviously it's right next to it, but it would be of more use in fields that are further away, which we do have some. It's a bit more labour intensive, I suppose, than just using the lorry. You can just use the lorry, and that's what I normally do in Farming Simulator, because it is easier and cheaper. But this is the more realistic way of doing it. When you're carting with a lorry, you generally have one of these in the field. So I'm not sure which one we should go with. I'll probably go with this one, I think, having looked at them, and yeah, this one is probably the best all round. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just sort of good size. It holds 40,000 litres, 40,000 and a half actually, but yeah, pretty good capacity, and well, it requires 300 horsepower, but I think we should be okay with what we've got. What are these configurations? Crawler tracks or wheels? I think we'll just keep it standard. But yeah, that is a pretty large thing there, so it'll do the job. Should we lease it or buy it? I don't know. Maybe best to lease it actually, because it's something we only need at harvest, and it'll give me an opportunity to try it out, and if it doesn't really work out, we can just get rid of it again without too much expense. So 4,800 to lease that. We'll go with that. And then we need to get a tractor to pick it up from the shop. And alright, looks like the sun's just coming out, the hail is starting to stop now, that's good. And the contract has finished as well, that's excellent. So we'll collect that as well, 29,000 for that one. And then we need a tractor. This was obviously the one we're going to have to use because it's now our most powerful tractor. We'll take this to the shop and we'll pick up our new, well not new, but our leased auger wagon or chaser bin. I don't know what most people would prefer me to call it. In the UK most people call them chaser bins, but I know auger wagon it calls them in the game. Probably the American way of saying it, I would imagine, but who knows. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's go and collect that, and it looks like the rain has now stopped, so that's excellent. We can get on with the harvest straight away as soon as we get back to the farm.
I've learned my lesson in hindsight. Why did I take my hand off the wheel? I'm like a deer in the headlights. Just can't believe what you think and feel. 'Cause I've been going backwards, drifting off with your words. Can't find a way to deal with this now. Don't you see you imply forever, but this is however, not in line with your own vows. 'Cause it's a bitter, bitter pill that I need to swallow, swallow still. Can't believe that this is real. To be going on without you gives me chills. It's a bitter pill. It's a bitter pill. It's a bitter pill. So skilled at procrastination. You gotta give me credit for that. Lost you when I stagnated. I should have seen it right off the bat. 'Cause you've been sending signals. I guess it's very simple, but I was occupied with myself. Remember that you implied forever, but now you're like whatever and moving on to somebody else. 'Cause it's a bitter, bitter pill that I need to swallow, swallow still. Can't believe that this
Right, well, I know this certainly wasn't the most suitable thing for this particular field, as we are so close to the yard, and it's only a tiny field anyway, but I just wanted to try it out because it'd be interesting to see what it's like, and it will certainly come in useful, I think, for doing fields further away. So basically what we've done there, so it doesn't really work the way I've done it because I've been driving the combine as well, but if the helper had been driving the combine, I could have gone alongside it with this and unloaded into this, and then this goes to the side of the field where the lorry would be parked, unloads into the lorry, and then the lorry brings it back to the silo and tips it here. So in theory it would work, but obviously being so close to my yard here, it wasn't really necessary, I suppose. But I wanted to just try it out, and now I've tried it, I will know in the future that it will be useful as long as we're far away from the yard in a bigger field where the helper's driving the combine, and yeah, not right next to where the silo is anyway. But yeah, that's the idea. So yeah, tipped it into the lorry, and then the lorry now will take it back to the yard, which of course it's already in, and unload it into the silo. This wheat of course is going to be used as chicken feed, so it'll all be put into the chicken coop for feed rather than sold. So what have we got in the silo? 21,600 litres of wheat in the silo now, and we've got another field as well, so it will all come in handy. We've got part of field 2 as wheat as well, so I'm hoping that these two combined will be enough to keep the chickens alive through till next harvest. I'm not 100% sure whether it will, but I'm hoping it will. I think it will. How are they doing for feed at the moment? They're alright for feed now. And we've just produced another 100 chickens or chicks. So I think we've got a full coop now, actually. Yeah, that's 700. That's the full capacity. So when these are all producing eggs, that's going to be a lot of eggs coming in. but they're not all yet at the moment. In fact, only 200 are, I think, at the moment. But we're not too far off with these ones. These ones are very close to starting to produce eggs. Yeah, we're going to be doing pretty well for eggs, I think, soon. But yes, anyway, that is that harvest done for today. We've got no more fields that are ready at the moment, so we'll have to just leave it for now, and we'll do another harvest when there's another field, which should be hopefully next episode. But yeah, there's nothing else, I don't think, ready today. No, field 19 and 3 are the next ones, so they're both canola. Now, the canola will be at the moment stored, but we may look at getting an oil mill, possibly, to turn that into canola oil. Oops, didn't want to do that. I'm trying to go to the tractor. Or no, we'll go to the combine. Yeah, well, the next field this combine is going to be using is this one over here, so we might as well just drive the combine over here and keep it in this corner so that it's ready to go when that field is ready next episode. So just leave it there for now. And this tractor now can be put on the baler, and we're going to bale this straw, wheat straw. I don't know what we're going to do with this at the moment. We'll just park it out of the way, I think, just over here alongside this shed for now, because again that's going to be needed again next time we do a harvest. It'll become more useful, like I said, when we get into the bigger fields that are further away, but at this stage for that field it wasn't really that much use. But I wanted to try it out because it's not something I've used for a long time, and yeah, at least we know now. Well, I already did kind of know. It's not like I didn't know that it would be not much use in that field, but I wanted to show it off and see what it was like for myself, because I haven't used one for a long time, and something a bit different rather than just carting with the lorry all the time. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get on with baling the straw. There we go, another quick job getting that field baled, and I think we did get more bales than last time in this field. We've got 7 bales, almost 8 actually. If you look at the baler, it's on 97%. In fact, we should probably try and get another bale out of this. I think there's a few little bits and pieces here and there that I've missed, or the baler doesn't pick up because it's not necessarily as wide as it probably could be. Oh, we need to unfold it first. Let's try and get that last bale out. There'll be 8 bales out of this field. I think that's better than last time, because of course this time we actually did try and make an effort with the crop, all the nitrogen and the lime on it to get a good yield. And yeah, the first time as we inherited it and we started the series, so it wasn't that great field, but now it is, so hopefully that has made a good difference, and we have got more straw out of it, and we certainly seem to have got more wheat out of it as well. I can't remember what we got last time for wheat or for straw out of this field, but I'm pretty sure this must be better. It certainly should be with the extra effort we've put in. So yeah, we need to just go around picking up the last little bits and pieces. I wonder if we can get to 100% on this bale or not. It doesn't really matter because it's not a leased baler, so it doesn't actually matter if we don't, but it would be useful because then we can get the last bale out here near the yard rather than taking it all the way up to the other field, which is quite a long way away, and then we'd have to cut the bales back from there. So the more we can get out here, the better, really. Another little bit there. Any more bits? There's a few little bits. I don't know whether it will be enough to get that 1% we need. It'd be very annoying if it isn't, but not necessarily. Can anyone see any more? I'm not sure whether I can. Oh, there's a little bit there. Usually you find it on the bends and stuff when you're turning. That's when you tend to lose it or don't pick it up, but no, it's still 99%. I can't see any more, so we might not quite get there, which is very annoying. It's probably something somewhere, but I can't see it. don't want to spend forever just driving around the field looking for that 1% straw that we need, but yeah, I don't think we're going to get it. Oh well, not to worry. We will just take this back down there to the storage shed and leave it there for now, I think. Not much more I can really do today other than if we do another contract, I suppose. But yeah, I think that's all we can really do on our own land for now. We could always move time on, I suppose, to the next day, ready to start the next harvest, but that's... I don't know. We'll look at contracts, see if we can do something quickly. Maybe there's another quick contract we can do just to finish the episode off, because I don't feel like we've done too much today, really. Just harvested one field and done a couple of contracts. Let's quickly have a look at the contracts. Okay, the bale wrapping jobs are always quite fun and don't take too long to do, so we'll borrow the items for that and do field 14 bale wrapping just to finish off the episode for today, because I don't really want to move time on in this episode. I'd rather do it between episodes, and then next episode we can get straight on with our canola harvesting. So yeah, let's just do this. Let's get on this bale wrapper and we'll head over to field 14 and quickly get that one wrapped. There we go, contract finished. So that didn't take too long, about 9 minutes I think to do that, including travelling here, so not too bad at all. Let's get that collected and we'll end the episode there, I think. So that's 12,500 for that one. Very good. And yeah, that finishes with 259,000 in the bank. I was really hoping maybe to get a field bought this year, although yes, as I keep finding out, they're all quite expensive, so we're quite a long way off being able to afford to buy another field at the moment, at least not one that's very close by. I suppose we could buy one of these ones, they're quite cheap, grass fields, but they're a bit awkward shaped. I suppose we could use it for grass, but I'm sort of more aiming towards one of these bigger fields, arable fields, preferably one with a crop in it and not a root crop. So that rules out these two, but yeah, I think something like, well, field 9 hasn't got a crop in it, but that would be nice, but that's 600,000. Yeah, they're quite expensive. I don't know, maybe not this year. It's probably looking a bit unlikely unless we took a massive loan out or bought one of these maybe. That one's not too far out of reach, but even that's very expensive. And that's, oh dear, yes, that's a loamy sand, not very good. So yeah, we'll see, but certainly not anytime soon. I don't think we'll be able to afford a field. Anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.